Ambassador Haley's been at the UN exactly 2 months and has the streamlining of peacekeeping operations firmly in her sights ahead of her country's Security Council presidency that begins in April.
In the Democratic Republic of Congo, for example, the government is corrupt and preys on its citizens. At the same time, the UN peacekeeping mission is mandated to partner with the government to consolidate peace and security. In other words, the UN is aiding a government that is inflicting predatory behavior against its own people. We should have the decency and common sense to end this. We also need to have the political will to adjust the mission when things aren't improving on the ground.
The UN was asked to respond to the US ambassador's remarks.
Our mandate is ultimately to protect and safeguard the people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's a mandate established by the Security Council, and although, as with other peacekeeping missions, our peacekeeping mission has to work with the authorities on the ground. At the same time, it's very clear that the UN has its own separate mandate in terms of what it's entailed to do, particularly in places like Eastern Congo. It is not there simply as support for any government or any force in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
The question was essentially is do you agree or disagree with the US ambassador's view that the UN is in effect aiding a corrupt government in the DRC?
I've said what I've said. I mean, obviously, different officials, different ambassadors have their own views. You know what the views of the UN are. You know what our mandate is. It is not in support of any particular force. Obviously, all UN peacekeepers, everywhere they go, work with authorities on the ground. That does not mean that we support those figures or those parties.
At a time when the Secretary General has called for additional police units to be deployed to the country, the US is pushing for troop levels to be cut by 1/4, down from almost 19,000 uniformed personnel. Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.